Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All of us are short of time. Everybody is running. Everyone wants a way by which he or she can get most of what is in the hand. That means we want shortcuts because life is just too busy. Everybody is busy. So today, I really wanted to tell you a way by which you can save a lot of time. You can be much more efficient. But the problem is, this method is absolutely unscientific. Yes. And it's not necessary that everything that does not seem to be scientifically correct has to be incorrect. And if I am saying this, makes it much more significant because in the past 7 to 8 years, I have not focused on any other subject than science. And this video is really directed towards students like me. So, we know a hadith very well, which is once again very unscientific, out of logic and common sense. And that is that the Prophet ﷺ swears by Allah that the money never decreases when you give charity. Now, logically speaking, this is absolutely incorrect. If you want to earn more, you will have either two or both ways. You have to earn more money, or you will have to decrease your spending. But here, what we are seeing by this hadith, that if you spend on good cause, if you spend helping others, then your money will never decrease. It will absolutely increase. This does not mean necessarily that if you help somebody and after that some miracle will happen and you will get more than what you had. Well, this can happen. Of course, nothing is impossible for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but what it really means is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of everything whatsoever. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives his servants things so that he may test that person, how he uses it. And when that person shows by his actions that he wants to help people, he wants to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes his way easier. And this happens by two different kinds of mechanisms. One is absolutely logical that everybody will understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open ways for that person so that he may earn more. And the second is extremely significant for this video, and that is the condition of the heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes people rich and content from the inside, not necessarily by bank balance. You know, that person is actually rich who is happy with himself. And that contentment always comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It cannot come by earning money, as you can see all around. So in the same way, I am speaking about time, and you must have heard many times that actually time is money. And from my experience, I believe very strongly that time is more expensive than money sometimes. It is. And you would have realized it. So, the thing is, if a person who is Muslim, especially I'm talking about a Muslim, turns away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and says that I will give 100% of my time to my work, to my studies, so that I will get more output, is really something that you would see does not happen in reality. The most important thing here is belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course, I started it by saying that I'm Muslim. That means how can a person believe in Allah and still think that if I work more, I will get more result, even if I actually make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unhappy. I disobey the creator, the one who is in control of everything, and then I go on to actually achieve of this world. Well, sometimes it does happen. Yeah, few people find it. Yeah, I've tried it and it works for me. But as I said, there are two things. One is something which you can see easily, and the other is in the heart. Listen to me very carefully. This line is the most important thing of this entire video. If a person turns away from the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thinking that he will earn more of this world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instead makes his life constricted, makes his chest constricted, and he is never ever satisfied. Doesn't matter however he works, he is never ever content. Just achieving the goal is not something that is actually enough. A person has to be happy. And you would never understand this thing if you do not even consider that mental health is a truth that we will have to consider, especially in this world. I mean, the generation before us did not even have this concept of mental health, and people just ignore it even more than a normal cough and cold, as if it does not exist. But it is absolutely true. If a person is in stress continuously, a person of age like me for years and years, because he or she is never satisfied with the result, whatever he is getting, and is working continuously, just taking every opportunity possible, cutting away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all possible ways, that person develops mental disorders, develops heart diseases, so much so that is really prevalent in the news that you can see that people of very young ages are dying of cardiac arrest. How did it happen? Because we just thought everything is logical. No, it is not. The world is not so straightforward. And one more important thing that people would say, okay, these things happen to everybody. These things happen to even those people who are religious. Yes, it may happen. It is not a guarantee. I'm not saying that. Please take this into consideration. I am not saying that if you are a religious person, then you will be successful in this world too. No. But whatever you will be doing, you will be much more content. You will be much more relaxed. And the world now is beginning to understand what is the importance of this thing. And people are going to do anything to be relaxed. But unfortunately, they go to places that make them even worse. Where do we go when we are tired? Where do we head when we think that it's just too much for today? I need to relax. I need to enjoy. They go to this world of social media, some OTT platform, theater, and this and that, which is not bad completely. But our expectations, our level of excitement, our level of dopamine release has become so high that nothing makes us happy now. I really feel it myself that I do not laugh by just listening to any simple joke. I do not cry by watching any emotional scene that other people find it very much emotional, and they say that I just couldn't stop myself. Why did this happen? The fact of the matter is, we have consumed this social media so much that it will require now a very high threshold of entertainment to make us actually get that dopamine, get that adrenaline released so that we feel excited and happy. If you don't believe me, watch a movie which is called a comedy movie released 20 years ago. You will not laugh at all. You would say this is nonsense. But what makes us laugh these days are vulgar things. If a joke does not contain something vulgar, it doesn't feel anything. It's true. And we are responsible for that. Because we have consumed these normal things so much, that something which was actually effective as a source of entertainment few years back, even for us, are now absolutely useless. We find them cringy, we find them boring. So these are two extremes by which people go. One, cutting away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and going to the work so much so that the person does not take care of the mental health. The other, the same person, it's not necessarily that we are talking about two different kind of people. Sometimes the same person just becomes really, really tired and goes to social media, goes to this entertainment industry to get relaxation. But instead, what he gets is one more dissatisfaction. And especially, I'm saying the comment section is the worst place to be in social media. The worst place. In comments, you would find many, many different people that you don't agree with. Yes, it doesn't matter if it's a comment just below the movies or if it's something political, something related to sports. You will find people for sure that you don't agree with. You will have two kinds of responses from here. One, you would either indulge in this conversation and reply to that person, wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting your actually peace, and start arguing, which many people do. The other response is you don't do anything, but never ever think that you just saved yourself. Even if you're looking at those comments, you're looking at those words, that doesn't make you agree with that person. You want to reply, you strongly disagree, and you don't say, those things keep on revolving around your head forever. And this is destroying your mental health. I have seen that very, very closely. There was a time, a few months back, when I turned off the comments of YouTube. Not my videos, I don't upload videos for a very long time. This has been a one hour video after almost a month. I'm not talking about my videos. Yeah, as a side point, nobody comments on my videos. So I don't have to worry about that, alhamdulillah. I'm talking about those videos that I see on YouTube, other people's videos. I turned off the comments, totally. And I found myself very much in peace. And you can try that too. Open restriction mode on YouTube, go to the settings, general settings, okay? Scroll down, go to restriction mode, turn it on. You will not see comments of the people. You will not see some really vulgar type of videos that get recommended to us even if we don't want it. You would find it much better experience. So these are the problems that I just highlighted, but I was about to give you a solution. The solution to this is that you turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you really want to be at peace, if you want to achieve something, being content with yourself, feeling secure from inside, then just get attached to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And your first target has to be doing those things which are fard, which are obligatory on you. You have to do this, starting with the 5 times prayer, and then staying away from those things which are clearly, clearly haram. You have to. And when you have already achieved that, which I believe that if you are really, really sticking to this video, up to this point, you must be praying, you must be staying away from clearly haram things. I hope so, because I don't want to repeat myself, but people don't have patience to see this long video, and I can't help myself. So neither the people are changing themselves, nor am I. So this battle is never going to end. I just see that like that for now. Anyway, what I was saying, I just forgot. Okay, so you must be actually uh, be on that level that you are doing your 5 times prayer and you are actually staying away from haram. But this, unfortunately, is not enough. Is not enough. Why? Because I am speaking not just about saving yourself in the hereafter, in the akhirah. I'm talking about how to improve this life for today's video, for the most part. And you just give some more time, apart from the essentials, some more time to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Being alone, being away from the people, completely cut off, most probably at night. And you can do anything at that moment. For me, it's about gaining knowledge, watching lectures and videos of Islamic scholars. For you, it can be something else. For you, it can be the 2 rakat prayer, just 2 rakat at the night. For you, it can be making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when nobody is seeing you. For you, it can be just sitting and closing your eyes and thinking about you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and your relationship with Allah, asking yourself whether Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is satisfied with you or not. But these few minutes every day will just clear your mind of all the tiring work, all the disturbing things that happen the entire day. You will feel much better. And if you really make this strong connection between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then He will make your path much easier. I guarantee that. Guarantee that. The path that you are taking today, it may seem off the track. It may seem impossible for you to achieve what you want to achieve. But remember, you don't know anything about the future. You don't know anything what is going to happen after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Just keep on working honestly, because you have to. There is no shortcut. And you keep your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strong so that you are on the safe side in this world and the next. And I would like to end this video by giving you a personal experience. And that is about an examination that I cleared in 2020. And there are 16 lakh plus students who appeared in that exam. I cleared it, alhamdulillah. And I know personally of many people who are much, much better than me. Their knowledge is just much deeper than I can think of. They have worked really, really hard, and I cannot compare myself with them. And they have failed to clear this exam. So, what I see is really unscientific here. What is unscientific? Science, or you can say logic, says that if you work hard and if you're intelligent, everything is fine and you will surely get result. I don't believe in this. I have seen people who deserve much more than what they have. So, if I am in a certain position, if anybody in this world is in a certain position, it's not just because they have worked hard for that. It is actually the gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if some Muslim claims it, then that person sounds really like Qarun, who was at the time of Musa alayhi salam in Egypt. He said that whatever I have, he was a very, very wealthy man. He said, whatever I have is because of the knowledge that I have. And today I'm speaking to the students. And I'm speaking about knowledge, I'm speaking about studying. Everybody is studying here who is probably watching this video. Don't think that everything that you have is because of your own hard work. Many people don't work hard and still get many things. Think about a person who is born in a royal family, doesn't have to work hard at all and gets everything. And think about a person who is born in a corrupt society, and the society does not let that person ascend up, but has all the talent that he has. So, bottom line is, in our hand, it's just hard work. But if we do our work honestly and give some time, I'm not asking about excess. Once again, try to think about the hadith that I shared at the beginning of this video. Charity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not say that you give from actually your need. On the contrary, Allah and His Messenger always just remind people that don't give that thing to the people. Don't help people to an extent that you are deprived of the basic needs. So what should we actually donate? Of the excess, of the extra. So if I'm telling you that Allah will put barakah, Allah will put blessings in time just by giving some more time, which is absolutely nonsense if you think about logic. But everything just doesn't work by logic. I've given you so many examples now. Give the extra time. For example, the time that you are eating your food. If you put on your earphone and listen to something of benefit, that is a way of coming closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you're walking, if you're traveling, if you're about to sleep and you're not able to sleep, think about those moments in your day that you don't do anything. Just give that much of time to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you will find a change. You will find peace, and I can guarantee that. If you don't find it, you can contact me again, and you can say whatever you want. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to provide that blessing in our time so that we use it in the best of the way to get this world and also attain success in the hereafter. Ameen. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.